Hey, what's up guys? Jose here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And in this video, I want to talk about love and why this is the most important thing in life. Even though it goes beyond things or anything, because it is the essence of all things. And so before I go too deep into what love truly is and why it's the only thing that matters, and it's behind everything that exists, I just want to share the fact that I'm inspired to share this because I just saw the movie The Matrix, and I saw it a very long time ago when I was a little kid. The first movie of The Matrix came out in 1999, and I think I saw it around that time, maybe 2002, maybe a few years later, and I was like 10 years old, and I saw it with a friend, I remember, and obviously it was just an sci-fi action movie with a lot of shooting and fighting and so on, and it didn't make much sense to me back then, or at least I didn't give it much thought of the deeper meaning of the movie, obviously. And I came across this video talking about The Matrix, and I knew, like, over the years, I realized how deep of a meaning the movies of The Matrix really had, right? But I never thought of watching them again. And I just did. I just watched the first movie of The Matrix again after like 20 years. And what I noticed in this movie is that it goes way beyond what I thought the movie was going to be about. I mean, I knew, obviously, The Matrix, this illusory reality that we live in, and us being much more than what our five senses can tell us, can show us. Our essence goes way deeper than what we can sense through our senses. And so I thought it was going to be about that, but it turns out that there are many more things in the movie that point towards, I want to say, ancient old truths, but it goes beyond ancient. It goes to the beginning of time. It's the essence of what is, of creation, of the universe, of reality, of life. And so it starts by offering Neo the blue pill, the red pill, right? And Morpheus says, if you take the blue pill, you go back to your old life, to the illusion of your old life. You'll wake up and you won't remember a thing, and everything will be just as you remembered. But if you take the red pill, I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole really goes, right? And then he says, before he takes the pill, he says, remember, all I'm showing you and all I can offer you is the truth. Meaning that probably what the truth was probably not what Neo or any person would expect, right? Now keep in mind, this is a movie, right? And that all these robots and all this dark stuff and this I don't know, it made me feel a little bit anxious, you know, just the thought of that being the truth. It's obviously for the movie to give it some, you know, some whatever, some drama to make it sell, right? But ultimately what Morpheus said was, what if, have you ever had a dream that felt so real to you that you thought it was true? And I think we all have, right? But then he says, what if you never woke up from that dream and you forgot that you're dreaming? And so this life we're living in, so many people are not aware, are dreaming, are not aware of the fact that this is all an illusion. Now, this is not necessarily a bad thing. This is not an illusion in the sense that we are being kept slaves by robots and you know, according to the Matrix, to the movie. And this is all just a program to keep us enslaved. This is so much more than that. This illusion is made in love. It's made from love. It comes from love. And it is love in essence, because all this illusion allows us to do is to experience aspects of ourselves that we would otherwise never be able to come to know, right? And if you believe in the truth that we are infinite beings, infinite meaning we come from infinity, then not knowing, not understanding, not experiencing every single aspect of creation would be a disservice to ourselves, to life, to the universe, to God, to infinity, to all that is, to love. So this illusion, it gives us the opportunity to know ourselves on a deeper level, to really experience life in all its forms, to ultimately come back to the realization that we are infinite, that we are love, that we are free, that we are freedom itself, and that all the self-imposed limitation is nothing more than that, self-imposed. So this is what the movie is about, right? Neo is supposed to be the one who sets everybody free, who saves humans from the robots, from AI robots, and this whole movie goes through this process of him not really believing in himself, and little by little waking up and ultimately accepting that, at some point accepting that he is the one, right? But then there's one thing that the Oracle in the movie says, and that is that he needs to die before he becomes the one. And so at one of the ending scenes of the movie, he got shot like 5-6 times in the chest, and he drops dead. He's dead, right? But then back in the ship, this spaceship, where he is plugged in, like the real him, his real body, instead of, so he's shot that in the Matrix, right? But that means that automatically his real physical body dies as well, because it cannot live without the mind, and his mind was in the Matrix. So when Trinity, the girl that is in love with him, sees he dies, and she's like, "You are the one, because I'm in love with you," and blah, blah, blah. And she says a few things, don't remember what she says. And then she kisses him, but she kisses him with such a pure sense of love, right? Again, it's a movie, but the essence of it is this: she loves him, and she symbolizes the pure love that life, that the Absolute feels for us, and that we truly are. And this union, this kiss, this act of love represents the moment where he comes back to life. And that is when he realizes that he is the one. And that's when he suddenly stops the bullets with his hands, and he bends reality, he bends time. And it's because he acts from a place of knowingness, of beingness, of love. He is brought back to love. And ultimately, the meaning of this is that love is the giver of life. Love is life, and love is what pulls us towards the light. And so this whole story, long story short, is that love is life. And as long as we live in love, as long as we are connected to our hearts and we listen to what it has to say, and we understand that we are love, we will create heaven on earth. We will realize who we truly are. And when we realize who we truly are, we give everyone and everything around us permission to realize who they are, knowing ultimately that we are all one. And this is the ultimate truth. This is what the Law of One talks about. This is what Jesus Christ talked about. This is what all the prophets and all the sages and ascended masters talked about. of all being one family, all one. So that is it for this video. I hope that made sense. I hope it made sense. And I don't really have anything else to say anymore. So I'll see you in the next one.